Пункт несокрушимости в Авдеевке находится в полуподвальном помещении.
The point of invincibility in Avdiivka is located in the basement and consists of several rooms. Now we will do a little tour. Well, for example, here people can watch TV, relax, charge their gadgets. Then we have such a buffet. Here people can ask and employees will make tea, coffee. You can eat a sandwich before dinner. There is the issuance of medicines. Now women are standing in the queue for them. There is a pharmacist to help. For example, in this room you can have lunch. The cook has already made dinner, so people are eating. And there is another room where they have equipped showers. There is also a queue. As we were told, people can take a hot shower and there are washing machines here. You can come, put your clothes in and the stop will always tell you when they are washed. This is how people live in Avdiivka, the point of invincibility, and there are the grateful residents of Avdiivka who travel several kilometers a day, some from the ill parts of the city which is not safe, just to come here.
Вообще издалека идете сюда?
Do you come here from afar? How long does it take to get to the point of invincibility?
Well, I'm using a bike and it's nearly 1.5 kilometers.
Aren't you scared? There are Russian shootings.
Things happen, what can I do? Something can fly over your head.
Something can fly over your head. Does it happen?
Yes, I was just riding and I don't know what it was, but something hit a nut tree and banged so much.
Hundreds of people a day come to the volunteer center. Employees say that up to 60 people a day can take hot showers. But there are even queues for medicines.
Бывают такие случаи, что
Does it happen when people who survived the Russian shelling come here in a bad state?
Yes, very stressful situations happen. We offer such people what we have and combine some things.
But if something harsher happens, do you take them to hospital?
Yes, it is good that there is an opportunity to send them to the hospital. It's quite close and there are more medicines.
The hospital in Avdiivka continues to operate. There are 2 doctors, a therapist and a surgeon who recently returned to the city. Medical staff try to help patients, even in conditions of shelling. If it had exploded, it would have been very bad. But it was empty. Maybe Russians lost it along the way. So they have nothing scared. The Russian invaders know that this is a hospital, but they show it anyway, right? What can I say? Sometimes their shells fly even here. Doctors say there have been more patients admitted with wounds recently. There are more and more wounded. We had days when there was not a single wounded. Now there are almost every day, and sometimes we can have 2 or 3 wounded people a day.
War-ravaged Avdiivka is an exact copy of destroyed Bakhmut. There are people under the rubble of this house. The reason of this is a Russian missile.
The first Russian rocket hit this house, completely destroying it. The second hit this 9-story building, destroying 1 entrance and burying 2 elderly people under its rubble. Unfortunately, you see that such destruction cannot be disassembled without special equipment, and the special equipment itself cannot be driven into Avdiivka, because it threatens the lives of rescuers. You can hardly meet the residents of the city on the streets. They are afraid of Russian shelling. They come out very rarely. Tatiana and Andriy have hearing and speech disabilities. They cannot sit in a shelter for a long time in such weather. Andriy makes crafts from shell fragments and also birdhouses. Tatiana helps him. Avdiivka is a city that the Russians shells with all types of weapons, trying to completely destroy the infrastructure.
На мою думку, вони просто складають тут будинки.
In my opinion, they just demolish our houses here. They want to destroy the urban infrastructure so that it doesn't come to urban battles, as it was in Bakhmut. They don't succeed in frontal assaults. Our soldiers control everything, but they come from the flanks. Little by little, they come in small groups and try to do so from the edges. Ukrainian troops have been in full control of Avdiivka for 15 months. The Russians do not stop storming the city. They try to break through the Ukrainian defenses almost every week, but to no avail. Reported by Olena Gramova, Diana Kolesnik, Pavlo Štermach, UATV News.